It was a day that was always going to be focused on the protest during the game with banners out on the 74th minute. It was a game that we didn't expect to win, but again we've lost 4-0 to Chelsea, and this is what the views of the fans are today. So what do you think about today? It's not going to get any better, is it now?
Well, you know, we're down obviously, how many games left now, but today I was actually looking forward to the game, you know, early kick-off, so I had time to get back to the Tamworth game as well. You know, with this new football board, 3 people left now, 3 things left. Luna, that Rolly geezer, and then the players. Those 3 gone, championship rebuild, gosh.
Obviously we're down, but the lack of performance, really. On that pitch, there's nothing on that pitch I've taken to the championship. Complete revamp. I mean, you can say what you want about the board, you can say what you want about Garde, but at least he was up for the fight. Nothing going on that pitch.
To be honest, we kept Chelsea at bay for the first 25, but it's typical old Chelsea. That's what they do. We put the pressure on them. That's what Chelsea do best. They hit you on the counter and they score great goals, but what can you do about it? They're a good side. They've got £1 million of good players. We haven't. But it was just never going to happen. We were never going to get a win today. As long as the fans stay together and come together as a club, we'll come straight back up. But this team and this club, the players that were on that pitch today, they won't even get into the top half of the championship. That's how bad it is.
Do you think Gabby's a club legend, or do you think he's messed it up?
Well, usually when you look at club legend, one club, you have a testimonial, don't you? But yeah, after the antics of last week, I don't think he's going to have one.
He isn't deserving, is he?
Just the way he behaves and social media and all that, it's just doesn't deserve one.
Only when he scores in derbies, but not in my opinion though. He's a bad role model. A lot of kids look up to him, in my opinion. He's just a bad role model, but he deserves to be taken out the squad today. Jack Greenish had it done to him when he went on the piss, but same thing happened. It's fair enough.
It's just a bit harsh, isn't it, really? But he knew what he was doing. I think the club had to act. I think that for the punishment he got, it was a bit harsh. Obviously, he didn't want the effort, so he's gone out with Richard's pint in Dubai.
Not then.
No.
I think he's shameful.
Just blew it.
Shameful. No other word for it, is there, really? I mean, I've supported a lot longer than you lads. Even when we went to the 3rd division, the players weren't good, but they tried. It's like, don't even try.
No, he's let himself down there completely. I mean,
it's not just him though, is it? Though it's all of them to a man. You know, there's 1 or 2 that you can see out there still out there fighting, but look, the message to the players is it's too late. You've let us down. You waved the flag in January.
So who do you think's next in? Who's the manager next? Who do you want in?
You got to think David Moyes, Nigel Pearson. Are they going to deliver for us? You don't know.
David Moyes, he knows the championship. He's done it with Preston and Everton. We need someone to rebuild this club. We won't come straight back up. We need to rebuild and get a couple of players in, because that, I'm not happy with that at all.
Nigel Pearson, you know, he's done it with Leicester, he's proven, but you want David Moyes, don't you? But no championship experience, but does that experience matter?
Well, the thing is that, you know, they're going to have to sell the club to any manager, and to do that they're going to have to be in a position to make promises. Now they've already let one manager in Remi Garde down on those promises, so we need assurance as fans that they're not going to do that again, whoever the new manager is.
I think the next man will show that. If he's David Moyes, he's obviously going to want assurances going forward. He's not going to come here to stand for the kind of rubbish that.
But I think that every manager wants that, and you know, I think Remi Garde wanted that, but he
was sold down the river, wasn't he?
He was sold down the river. Yeah. So you know, is that going to happen again? That's my concern. But you know, onwards and upwards.
I wouldn't want Pearson. I just think he's a bit obtuse, he's a bit of a club killer. I think Moyes would be the best one. He could do a job in the Championship. The Premier League, obviously, he's got experience. They can obviously help keep us up, but sinking ship. Yeah.
Remi Garde's departure, to be honest, it was a ludicrous appointment in the first place. That's what happens when you don't have Premiership experience. They come in, they don't know what they're doing. After a couple of games, you could see Garde's ideas weren't working. And to be fair, I feel quite sorry for him. He's come in and he's had no control over the transfer board at all. What do this club? Shambles owners. But that's what happens when you have half of Disneyland in charge of your club. I'm sorry.
We're from the Aston Villa protest group. There's about a handful of us involved. This is our 2nd protest now after the Everton walkout. And this has gone fantastically well today, absolutely fantastic. We're really pleased.
Yeah, we were really pleased with the reaction from the fans as well. And there was a lot of worry beforehand that there wasn't enough support there to to get the message across still. But today's proven once again that the Villa fans, they do care. They care about the future, and the question's a valid one. What is our future? It remains, and it will remain so until we get clear communication from the club, clear communication from Randy Lerner. Until that time, there's no letting up for us.
Players don't try. The club has become a shambles, and I'm afraid it's going to be a long way back.
What's next for the process group?
We're going to move forward, aren't we? There will be other things planned. We're not quite sure what yet, but this is it's remotivated us, hasn't it? We're going again. We're definitely going again. There's no doubt about that. There'll definitely be something planned for the Newcastle game. Something big for that. We're not sure on the next two games yet, are we? But there will be something. There will be something.
The Bournemouth game, the club have declared it as Acorns Day, so we want to be very respectful of that. Maybe if fans can come up with a few ideas of what we can do for that, something for the kids, maybe. There's a time and a place for this kind of protest, but we'll be back.
The protests did dominate the game, and it was a protest that was successful. The fans put the banners out, and it got noticed. The TV cameras knew about it, and the fans are quite clear and impassioned about what's going on at their club. It's clear they're still taking an interest, and it's clear that the fans will always support them wherever we are. Next season we'll be in the Championship for sure. It's just to focus on now, who will come in, who will go. Until next time, this is the Villa View, and we'll be back for Bournemouth next week, where relegation is probably a certainty by then. It's the game where we will go down, potentially, I've worked out. So we'll get your views on the final day of our potential Premier League era, and we'll look forward to the future.